What's going on, everybody? You'll have to excuse me. I'm feeling a little under the weather. Had to go to the doctor the other day. Actually, yesterday I missed work and went to the doctor and stuff. Got some throat issues and stuff going on. The other day, yesterday, my buddy Andy from Florida, me and him grew up together and used to skate together and stuff. He put out a live video just talking about just random shit. I think the video was called Just Chillin'. But he was talking about how he was going to go ghost hunting, and I kind of commented and mentioned like, hey man, you should bring a pendulum. And he said, yeah, that's an awesome idea, I should pick one up. So this isn't a book review or anything. This is and anybody at this point who follows me and has subscribed to me notices that my videos are kind of vague. Like, started out kind of doing book reviews, and I'd still do book reviews and stuff, but I never had like a set purpose for the channel on like, hey, this is the only purpose and this is the only thing that I'm doing with this channel. So I'm going to show you basically a pendulum and how to use one. If you haven't subscribed to me yet, go ahead and subscribe, please. That would be awesome. That'd be cool. Don't be afraid to put a thumbs up or comment. This is my buddy Andy's channel, though. That's how you spell it. It's capital A, lowercase ndy, capital P, F, T, capital W. Last four letters are capitals. Give me just 1 second. Sorry, I had to pause you for a second. I forgot something. Basically, I'm going to show you my little box. I made it right there. Some naked witches, man, going up a chimney. But with the pendulum, I keep mine in a little box. This is the picture on the cover of the box. Some dope witchcraft stuff, man. My girlfriend, me and her both bought one the same day. This is what a pendulum looks like. Let's see if you can see it here. The whole concept of a pendulum is basically it rocks back and forth, round and round, and it's actually rocking right now. I'm not even moving it with my hand. I fold around a little bit with it, and you speak aloud to it. Like, you ask a question aloud, it answers. And your pendulum, everybody's pendulum is different. I got me a little notebook to do with it. You basically, when you first get a pendulum, or any sacred, like spiritual items in general, like tarot cards or scrying, well, not a scrying mirror, but tarot cards, or anything you're going to mess around with as far as witchcraft or occult, you want to cleanse it first. Because the owner that we bought this from, he was a little sketchy and weird. My girlfriend got some bad vibes from him, like dark energy, negative energy. But after cleansing your item, I usually use sunlight. I lay it out on the back porch and pretty much say a little prayer to like Amen, pretty much like, hey, cleanse this item, and leave it out there for a couple hours and bring it back in and basically pay homage and say thank you for cleansing this item for me. And after that, you'll get the pendulum and you just ask it pretty much, tell me which direction is yes. And for mine, it went like back and forth. So I was like, okay, that's yes. And I was like, okay, tell me which direction is no. And it went up and down like that. And then I asked it, tell me which direction for I don't know or ask later, and it went like a counterclockwise circle. So, and it'll let you know, definitely. But another thing, before I get started on the whole charts of a pendulum, I'm going to tell you how I acquired one, just because it's kind of a neat little story. Give me just one sec. Sorry about that, I had to get some other things. Basically, me and my girlfriend, we went to Serpent Mound in Ohio. Forgive me, but I can't remember the actual county and stuff. But up the road before you get to Serpent Mound, there's this little shop, and it's in this guy's backyard. And it actually was kind of neat. Like, we went in there, and it's like a miniature museum. This guy, his name's Thomas T. Johnson. He collects these like weird prehistoric, like I guess the gigantic cockroaches. I got a couple photos going to his museum. Here's one. Just some weird stuff I seen going out there. These things, whatever they're called. But the dude had a bunch of like cool, neat stuff for sale, and I actually did not intend to go to his museum and to buy a pendulum. But like I said in one of my earlier videos, it was I think like my third video, talking about how I'm going to do book reviews. I kind of showed you a little bit like the bottom shelf and my glass case, all these different occult items and stuff I have, which is, I don't know, I just love fooling around with that type of stuff, man. Except for a Ouija board, man. I ain't messing with that. But yeah, we met this dude Tom, and he had all sorts of cool stuff in there. Which, by the way, if you haven't been to Serpent Mound, Ohio, go to it. It's friggin' awesome. It was a day trip for us. If you live close, just go to it, man. It's like a pilgrimage. You feel it in the air. It's awesome. But I picked up a couple books from there. I might do a book review later on about Serpent Mound, this book I picked up from there. So I picked up this pendulum from this guy. He was selling all sorts of weird stuff. It was like this weird little like building that he had in his backyard, and he had pendulums, meteorites, fossils, and I didn't want to go in there and take pictures of his little museum without spending some form of money, so he has a little donation box. I put like $1 in, but I came across 2 pendulums, and and they were both from like some Middle Eastern country, I can't remember, but mine's black, my girlfriend's is blue. It's pretty cool. Yeah, and he gave us a magazine too. I guess he writes for a local magazine, so I'm going to do a little shout out to them. It's a Arc of Appalachia Preserve System Coming of Age newsletter. It's a little local magazine in Ohio, so if you are in Ohio, pick it up and support them. That's the cover of the magazine. And that's actually the guy that is in the magazine, and the guy that owns that little shop. So if you do go to Serpent Mound, check out his shop. He's right up the road. So, alright, I've done promoted my buddy's channel and some guy selling some stuff. So let's get into with the pendulum. There's charts you can do. I printed mine out online, and essentially you can use a pendulum for like ghost hunting and stuff, and that's why I'm making this video. My buddy Andy's going ghost hunting, and I was like, man, you should pick up a pendulum, get some charts. I messaged him a little bit. We talked back and forth, but I kind of lost hold of him, so I hope he doesn't get mad at me for, promoting his channel and stuff. But it's essentially, the pendulum kind of works like a Ouija board, in a way, without the whole negative thing. Because when you're talking to the pendulum without a chart, you're talking to the Great Spirit, the One Spirit. You can use it for ghost hunting. I have not used mine. And I would definitely say if you do use it for ghost hunting, cleanse it afterwards so you're not tracking mud into your house, if you know what I mean. But there's several different charts you can use, and you can print them offline. Like here's one. It's with all the letters, so you can ask a question and it can spell it out for you by swinging in the direction of the letters or the numbers. Like if you're asking how old a spirit is or what's the spirit's name. You can use it. Again, there's other charts as in yes and no. Which are these? Yes, no, maybe, ask again. And then there's there's awesome charts you can find out there. I printed out several, and we got an laminator at the house, so we just laminated them. Me and my girlfriend, we fooled around with a little bit. This one right here, it's pretty impressive. It's got the letters, yes, no, maybe, doubtful, and numbers at the bottom. And essentially it'll swing to the letters or yes, and where it's like a clock image, the closer ones to the center, it'll be a smaller swing. And the ones further out would be obviously a larger swing. Yeah, so I mean, get a pendulum. Shout out to Andy. Shout out to Tom. Definitely check out Tom's shop if you're in that area. Check out Serpent Mound. It's awesome, man. I got a ton of pictures. I picked up a book there. I'll do a review on it, I'm sure, sometime in the future. Get a pendulum. You can get them online. They're not too expensive, and it's not like a Ouija board. Don't get freaked out and afraid and paranoid like, oh, my house is going to be haunted. Like, as long as you're cleansing the object, if you're using it for ghost hunting. But you can also use it for self-divination, just pretty much tapping into questioning the one spirit. Excuse me on this video, definitely, for sniffling and coughing or whatever. I'm not feeling good. I'm sick, but yeah, get a pendulum, man. They're awesome. And you all have a good day, and be careful out there. It's been a crazy day here in Kentucky. It's been storming and tornado warnings, and we didn't have a winter this year. So, I don't know, that could be climate change or something, if you believe in that. I know a lot of people think that's a political issue, which is, I don't know. To me, it's like, okay, the weather's really weird. There's no winter this year. That's not good. And it's bringing in a lot of tornadoes and stuff. But y'all be careful, be safe. Subscribe to me, subscribe to Andy. Check out Tom's shop if you're ever in that area of Serpent Mound. Check out Serpent Mound.